So yes, I have officially been demonetized on YouTube, which was my sole form of income. Aside from a few tiny little outlets here and there, YouTube was my main moneymaker. And I'm kind of stupid. I don't have a 5-year plan. I don't plan ahead. I live in the moment. I was just demonetized on YouTube. Okay, this happened this past week. I didn't announce it because I was trying to appeal the process and whatever, but that's what's going on, folks.
If you didn't know who that was, it's Lily Gaddis. She is a far-right conservative commentator after she got axed from her job a couple years ago for making a TikTok video where she said nigga. And she just got demonetized on YouTube. So if we're keeping score, she's probably on track to be the next White House press secretary. I just think it's funny that in this video, she complains about YouTube wanting to censor her, and what's being censored is no bullshit. If you just look this up on YouTube, I'm just going to show you real fast. This is what you see on her YouTube. This is her in blackface. This is just a simple Google search. She has nothing of value to any debate outside of racist rhetoric, of course, which the right eats up. And of course, is any ramifications really going to happen from this outside of her maybe starting another channel on Rumble or some other, obscure, media website? Probably not, because she's been featured on Piers Morgan, and more than often than not, she's probably going to be on some other far right-wing podcast and get some type of position as a commentator. I just think it's funny that when in the video she says they're trying to censor you for the truth, and the truth is you just denigrating black people and literally being in blackface. Like, that's it. She's just a bunch of right-wing talking points, nothing that of substance or value. It's just her talking shit about black people. That is literally it. And she got demonetized for being a piece of shit. That's literally it. I wish I could say that there's more, but there's not. She is a very unappealing, mediocre white person. So most of the Trump administration. I wouldn't say have a nice day, but I honestly don't give a fuck if you jump into the fires of Mordor.
So you did this.
So y'all remember this girl, the girl that decided that, she's going to tell a story and call everybody her friends were dating some broke ass ninjas? Yeah.
And you lost your job. Then you did this.
But I decided to dress up as something, the most horrifying thing I could think of, which is the black woman, which is a person who is angry and fed up that their EBT card has been declined, that they're...
And you received some backlash, but you say you did it so it'd be easier for other people to be just as racist, and it becomes normalized. Now you're broke.
I have officially been demonetized on YouTube, which was my sole form of income. Aside from a few tiny little outlets here and there, YouTube was my main moneymaker. And
at the end of that video, you decide to say this.
I tried my best, but they want to keep a real down, okay? And that's what they're doing. I have officially been demonetized on...
I suggest you get up and go find you a job. Now, I don't know how many people are going to want to employ a racist, a sexist, a homophobic. I don't know how many people are going to want to actually hire you. But being that you've lost your YouTube money, sweetheart, you're going to have to do something. And you may want to apply for government assistance. You do know majority of your people are actually on it, right? Right. But I wish you nothing but the worst.
Hi guys, you're welcome back to the channel. This is Tiana's React and I'm Tiana. And if this is the first time riding with us, you are really welcome. To my day one fans, my G's, my family, my subscribers, I really appreciate you all. Today we are diving into one of the widest scandals in the internet right now. We are talking about a white influencer, a full-grown woman who thought she was untouchable. She painted her face black, did a blackface, mocked black women, insulted our beauty, our culture, and guess what? YouTube has officially demonetized her. Her income is gone, her channel is dry, her confidence is shaking like gala rapper. And now she's begging. My people, when you choose racism, shame is always waiting for you at the end. Well, let's talk about Lily Gaddis, the blackface, racism, and how finally Karma collected her balance. Because believe me, this is just the beginning. Well, let's get into it, guys.
I have to pay for the equipment. Okay, now he looks like he's dying. I have to pay for the equipment. Okay, get down. Just stop whining at the door. Yeah, lay down right there. You got to pay for the equipment. You still have to pay for the people who make the thumbnails. You got a lot of bills to do, aside from the bills of natural life there. So yes, I have officially been demonetized on YouTube, which was my sole form of income. Aside from a few tiny little outlets here and there, YouTube was my main moneymaker. And I'm kind of stupid. I don't have a 5-year plan. I don't plan ahead. I live in the moment. I put it all out there. I'm an open book. I live with my heart on my sleeve. You know, if I say something, I mean it. I couldn't censor myself. I refused to censor myself. It's just impossible. I really tried. I really tried my best. Believe it or not, what you saw on YouTube was the vanilla me. It was like the vanilla of the vanilla. And I tried my best, but they want to keep a real down, okay? And that's what they're doing. So, all of that to say, we will persist. The truth will prevail. These people think, and in all seriousness now, these people think that if you take away people's form of income, if you ban them off of platforms, for I'm sure I will be banned on YouTube soon, they think that that can stop the truth. Well, it can't stop people's eyeballs, okay? So even if there was not a single podcaster in the world talking about these sorts of things, you see it for yourself. You've experienced it for yourself. You feel a fear about walking around in the streets that you pay for. You feel fear to get on a train, despite the fact that your taxpayer money goes to pay for that train, because it's dangerous in society. We just happen to be talking about it. We're just not lying. We're just telling the truth. And the people who tell the truth are attacked constantly. My friends are being sued for millions of dollars. The censorship clouds are really moving in. It's starting to get bad out there, folks. It's starting to get bad out there. So if you want to support what I'm doing, because I will always be a pro-white voice, I will always be a pro-white activist, you know where I stand on that. I have started a new channel. I genuinely don't know how much longer this channel is going to be up. Probably won't be up for that long. If the powers that be, who have certainly got the call, if the powers that be get their way, we will not be around for much longer. So what I'm doing on this other channel is I'm promoting cultural values. I'm promoting like Euro-American values, and I'm trying to take everything that I've learned in politics and actually put it towards something that can help the country. I think at this point we're all somewhat black-pilled. Like, there's a global cabal that runs everything. There are powers that be, shadowy creatures that we now know who they are, that control the system. They control the tech. They control Silicon Valley. They control our politicians. They're all...
Oh no. Oh no. A racist woman cannot make money anymore.
School for today. I was gonna get some chicken, and I was also gonna get some watermelon, but I didn't have much time. Last minute, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this, because this would be really fun. And we haven't done a stream in a while, so I was gonna go buy KFC, but by the time I remembered to do that, I was already in blackface, and I figured it probably wasn't the smartest idea to go out in public looking like this. Plus, I'm already sweating, and it's kind of coming off. By the way, this is really hard. Props to black women who can actually pull this off, because it's really difficult keeping this, and I still don't have it completely on. Cost me $50. The guy at Walmart, I went to Walmart to get it, and people were looking at me very strangely because I was in the aisle, and I had this. I was like, where is the black makeup? By the way, discrimination. There is not enough black makeup. Also, I got my nails. I got my nails did. I got my nails did too. And I wanted a wig. I wanted a weave, but I couldn't find one. I went to Dollar General, which was full of blacks, by the way. I was the only white person there. I went to Family Dollar, Dollar General, Dollar Tree, and fucking Walmart, and there was not a single wig anywhere. So that sucked. I'm also burning up. I was gonna do my hands, but it was getting everywhere. Like I've already got black face all over the place, so I didn't want to ruin my computer for the sake of the bit. But yeah, we're in festive gear. We've got our pumpkin, no KFC, and no watermelon today, and no sweet tea as well. Actually, I do have some tea.
Who are you doing this for? Who are you trying to impress? Who are you trying to anger? You really think that you putting on a whole bunch of dark makeup and talking about getting your nails done, and wanting fried chicken and watermelon, you think that upsets us? I promise you it doesn't. I don't even like watermelon. My hair comes from the scalp, right? That was supposed to really piss us off, right? Shaniqua. Pathetic. That's what it is. You look uncomfortable as hell right now. You look nervous as hell. Because every time y'all want to be racist, y'all go to these stereotypical characters. And you knew better than to go outside looking like that, because you know better. If you was really about that life, you would have went outside and got that chicken looking just like that. If you was really committed to the bit. I got my nails did. I believe you have a child that also has a black father. That is so disheartening.
What's up, folks? Welcome back to the show. So last night was Halloween, as many people know, and I decided to dress up like everyone else does. You know, people are out there dressed like Satan and witches, and they're dressed like every horrible thing under the sun. Well, I decided to dress up as something, the most horrifying thing I could think of, which is the black woman, which is a person who is angry and fed up that their EBT card has been declined, that their race card is no longer working in this new climate, and that they are not receiving the reparations that they think they deserve, despite the fact that they did not build this country, contrary to what they say all the time. And they are certainly not improving the country. They are actually doing everything in their power to destroy the country. So I made this stream last night, a live stream, and a few people watched it, and now people are quite angry. Several allegations are being alleged against me. Why is she doing this? Is she just a shock jock, just an agent provocateur? Or is she a grifter? Or is she Jewish? Or is this a federal asset here to seed division amongst people? So I want to put some of those accusations to bed. I want to explain the method behind the madness and perhaps what my long-term goals are. Because unlike an agent provocateur who just wants to cause chaos, I actually want to see my country improved. Okay, and you might say, well, how is doing blackface on a stream, how is that improving the country? Well, let me explain to you how. The country has been slowly dissolving into destruction. It's slowly been destroyed over time. We're frogs in boiling water. That's what's been going on in this country. We've slowly had our rights stripped away. We've slowly lost sovereignty of our country, and now shadowy forces that are now becoming more identifiable and clear to the general populace have destroyed our country. They've shipped in immigrants. They've shipped in all sorts of cultures that clash with our cultures and our religions. And we've lost our national identity, and we've lost our racial identity as well. They've been pushing miscegenation on us. They've been pushing this idea that we should be guilty for the reason, and it's white people that are to blame for the, the downfall and destruction of non-white people. Of course, there's no accountability in that camp. It's just our fault as well. So I've been looking back, and I've been seeing my country get progressively worse, and I've noticed it seems to have been a national uptick in the destruction and chaos in the last 5 years. I've seen my country become destroyed at an accelerated pace. I think we can all tell. I think it was kicked off with COVID when we were collectively stripped of our rights, and it's just continued to escalate ever since. So what I want my country to be great again, okay? That's why Trump won in 2016, and that's why he's our president now, because he...
This is my reenactment of different political opinions reacting to Lily Gaddis being demonetized on YouTube. Here we go. Well, what she said was rather racist, so it made sense that she got demonetized. In words of her own party, get a job.
Yo, can I get a what? These chickens from all of my dogs who don't love no, and get no. Can I get a...
Okay, cool. Nice. Now, I want to make MAGA feel extra special in this episode of political reenactments, so we're gonna do something a bit different. We don't claim her. She was never a real Trump supporter. First, it was Nick Fuentes getting banned on Spotify. And then it's Lily Gaddis being demonetized on YouTube. Why? Then again, the Yahtseeds could also say, she had every right to say what she wants. This is America. This is the land of free speech.
You know you're responsible for what you say, right?
Shut up, libtard.
I'm a moderate.
I said shut up!
I've actually been demonetized on YouTube, which was my sole form of income.
guys, racism has no place in 2025. If you insult black women, our culture, our skin, our existence, just know that life will serve you the embarrassment you ordered. And let today's story remind everyone that when you spread racism, the consequences will always come for you. Even YouTube said not on our platform and demonetize her straight away. Well, if you've made it this far, thank you for watching. I really appreciate, and I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. And please, if you've not liked, please do well to like, share, and of course subscribe. Till next time, stay proud, stay black, stay beautiful, and remember, this is just the beginning.